outlining our total responses for the quarter as well as for the annual 2023. Total for 2023 was 9,306 patient interactions with 6,669 transports to the hospital. On down on that sheet of paper, it kind of outlines a few of our higher acuity calls that we have responded to, as well as shows the standby and citizen assist. As you can see, that accounts for about an eighth to a quarter of our responses, and most of those are usually ones where we go out and they just want to be checked out or lift assist, stuff like that. Kind of echoing what Director Campbell was saying, that in our 3-year plan is to add like quick response vehicles that can take care of these calls without actually sending a ambulance out to tie up that ambulance that could be transporting someone else. That way, this quick response vehicle could be out there, evaluate them, has all the same equipment, and if they end up deciding to want to be transported, then we can call for a transport unit. Since our last meeting, we do have our new board of directors in place. I do have the list of the new board members as well as the chairwoman and vice chairwoman. And I do believe that these individuals that are on our board of directors now share the same goal as I do, and most of the service is progressing and growing our animal service to better provide to the citizens of Hawkins County. December 27th, we were able to add and staff an additional ambulance 7 days a week. This ambulance is known as what's commonly known in EMS as a power truck. It's staffed 12 hours a day from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. in the evening. This unit, it stays on the road most days. It moves to the high acuity or high call volume areas of the county, so it's constantly on the move. So we were able to do that this past year as well. Just recently, Stanley Valley Volunteer Fire Department has entered into an agreement with Hawkins County EMS to provide first response service to their area. Also, I went ahead and updated the list, including them as a first response agency in the county there, just so that way you know who's doing first response and who's doing the cardiac response with us. Other than that, the only other thing that I have to say is during the storm, we've received a tremendous amount of help from multiple agencies. Without them, we definitely could not have pulled off what we've been able to do. I'm really afraid to start naming them because I'm sure I'd leave someone out, but everyone's been very helpful during this time. So I personally appreciate everything that they've done for us. Anybody got any questions?
Jason, do you have a comparison of some of your statistical information from 2022? For example, one I'm looking at is your drug-related call volume. Is it 466 for the 2023 year? Do you know how many there were in 2022?
Off the top of my head, I want to think it was a little higher
Really?
in 2022, but I don't want to say that for sure.
So you don't think it's dramatically worse?
I don't think that it's dramatically worse as far as EMS goes.
Okay. Are your EMS board meetings open to the public?
It is my understanding that they have now been open to the public.
Yes, we voted to completely open.
Anybody have anything else?
Thank you all.
Hawkins County Rescue.
So you should have got two documents there from us, our packet here, and then the second part is just a more breakdown detail of our call volume for 2023. It's broken down by month, and then the second page is a year to date. So that's where we got our totals there, and I'll cover that when we get into it. But just an update on the baby doe funds. I told you back in October that we purchased 2 used vehicles just like Jamie, we had issues getting a top. We finally got our top. It took about 6 months to get it. We're still waiting on one more slide to go in that vehicle. The other one has been taken to the emergency upfitter in Lebanon, so they're working on that. So hopefully we'll have that back in the next few weeks and then get it going. So that truck, the one that's down there now, it'll be going to the Seguinsville area, and then that truck that's in Seguinsville now, we'll be moving it to another location, and then that 250 will be at the Rogersville station. So we're still working on that. Some other parts of that baby doe funds was the generator for our station. We're in the process of working on that. We've got to do some electrical work at our building to be able to add a new generator that's going to service the whole building, the heat pumps and whatnot. So all that's just taking time, and just with anything after COVID, it's just a slow process, unfortunately. So, but we are making some progress on that. If you flip on over our calls, I put a small picture of the breakdown of the monthly, but we had 570 calls last year, 16,441 man hours, and 15,633 miles that was driven. So our call volume was down by maybe about 20 calls from 2022, roughly, but it seems to be running about the same for the past 5 years or so. So we got a grant back in, I think it was November of 22. The county commission passed a resolution recognizing us and Churchill as providing rescue services for the county. That was part of the requirement for the grant that we received. 2023 was the first year, so we were able to get $40,546, and that was to buy gear with. And so the grant just opened back up on the 8th of this month, and the governor's office added another $1 million, so there's $3 million now available for rescue squads to apply for, and that closes on the 8th of February, and we are applying for some other equipment and stuff that we need for our agency on that as well. So we're working on our fundraisers. We got our bass tournament planned for April 27th, and then we're working on our mail-out fundraiser, and then the fireworks for the 4th of July. Our junior squad is still going strong. We just added 3 more a couple months ago, and so I think we're up to how many now? 8. And so they'll be doing, at the bass tournament, they're going to be doing a breakfast, because when we start at like 4:30 in the morning, there's not a lot of options, so they're going to be doing breakfast there, and that'll be something that the teams that are fishing can take advantage of. And so we done that a couple years ago, and it was pretty successful. On January the 25th, next Thursday, a couple individuals from Morristown and Granger County are going to be coming up, and they'll be doing a presentation on the May 13th, 1972 bus crash that happened on 11W, killed 14 people. So I know there's going to be a bus, the same bus that was involved in that crash will be there for display. So that's open to the public and free. I think they're going to maybe pass a hat for the bill to get the bus up here, but that'll be a nice presentation to see. I think there was a song written after 11W after that crash happened, so that should be interesting. And one of the guys that's coming, Jimmy Peoples from Morristown, he actually responded to that crash. So if you guys are available, please come up there. We were asked by 911 to assist them with some training. So me and Tim Lunchell were both instructors. So we went out there a couple of Fridays ago. The morning session I covered just a basic overview of our agency, the services we provide, vehicle extrication, and some communications. And then after lunch, they come to the station to look at our equipment, and then the rope team with some members from our agency and Churchill got together and done a rope demonstration. So the medical director, Dr. Testament, was there for that. So that was really successful. Hopefully Lynn will have us back the next one they do there. Some training that we recently done with some vehicle extrication, driver training, and then TEMA done a SARS 101 a couple weekends ago at our station. So several of us attended that. We got additional vehicle extrication, driver training, rope rescue, which is monthly now. And then hopefully we'll get a NIMS class planned sometime in the spring. So we've always got some type of training going on. Back in November, the rope team done a drill at TVA. This is the second time they've done that. So TVA gives us a scenario, and we do a little tabletop meeting there, exercise, and then go out and they actually perform whatever needs to be done. So this one, a patient was up on top of a 30-foot building, so they placed the dummy in the basket and lowered it off. So it was a quick rescue, but we've been working with TVA and some other local places to do some training like that for our team in the event that, you know, something does happen. And then our contact information's on the back. So it's been crazy this past week, and I just want to thank the ones of them that are back here behind me. Most of them have been going since Monday night, so they've been on the front end and assisting with EMS and everything. So I appreciate them and everybody that's been involved with that. So, anybody have any questions for us? Appreciate you guys.